A blessed and happy Wednesday of Easter week to all of you, and especially to our family known as the Diocese of the Western Gulf Coast. Today we've been praying very much for our brothers and sisters in Louisiana, where there is still a great deal of pain and a great deal of struggle going on, and I encourage you to pray as well. On this Wednesday of Easter week, I know both of our minds have been turned toward how do you on a day-to-day basis ask God to come and give you the hope and joy and peace that He so desperately desires and wants to come and bring. One way we know is that in our life, every time we've needed to know God's presence and love, we oftentimes have started giving thanks to Him for the things in our lives. We know that God's Word says, give thanks in all circumstances, Paul says. And so we've been thinking a lot about that this week, and the fact that God calls us to give thanks even in the midst of very difficult circumstances. Not so long ago, Trish actually wrote a children's book on this, and I've asked her to share a couple of pages out of that book.
So this is the book, and I'm just going to read you the first page and the last two pages. Thank you must start to God up above. He lives in our hearts and fills us with love. And we're going to skip to the end. Thank you for Easter and the season of spring and all the new life that the risen Lord brings. And the last page says, this book could go on with thank yous for years, but now it's your turn to say thank you, my dears. And so we were just thinking that how do you consider it all joy? Well, one of the ways is just to dwell in thankfulness. And so the bishop's going to tell you how we came up with a little thing to help you start counting your blessings.
Yeah, in the midst of all that going on, once again, I know that, for instance, many of us put things on our refrigerators. Trish has drawn up a chart here that you could put on your refrigerator. It's attached to this video and the email you've gotten. I know that this afternoon when we put ours up on the refrigerator, I know I'm going to immediately write down that I'm very thankful for the fact that the Lord is slowing down my life a great deal, that I might actually pray and seek Him more and actually read His Word more. That's something I'm giving thanks for. What would you add to the list right now?
Well, I'm thankful for so many people who are willing every day to risk their own lives to go help, even of course, the medical staff, but the people that clean up at the hospital and the garbage people that come by our homes.
I'm certainly thankful for all the ways that we're getting to still connect, whether it be technologically with our families, or Bible studies that are still meeting because of FaceTime and all sorts of other opportunities that they have. What else are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for so many ways for our non believing families and friends to be able to sort of sneak in and see so many church services and watch things that weren't so available before.
I guess connected to that, I'm very thankful for some of the national religious leaders who are definitely beginning to stand up and say, wait a minute, you need to know that faith is an essential thing in life and an essential part of our society, and I'm very, very thankful for that. So many things to be thankful for. Encourage you, consider putting this up on your refrigerator, beginning, like I said, maybe every day, putting down one or two just things you're thankful for. And know that we continue to pray for you and give thanks for every single one of you. May God bless you this day in every way.